Hello, I'm Congresswoman Katherine Clark. Thank you for inviting me to join you for this forum on social justice and equity in the early years. It's no secret that inequality has been the underlying story throughout this pandemic. We are in the midst of a long overdue national truth-telling about systemic racism and economic inequality that permeates every aspect of American life. Unequal access to health care, food, affordable housing, broadband internet, and clean air and water have left pockets of Americans struggling to stay alive and stay afloat. We are looking for solutions to so many challenges, from criminal justice reform to affordable health care to education equity. So today I want to talk to you about what I see as our remedy and why this is the moment that we must finally take action. And that remedy is childcare. Childcare sits at the intersection of economic, race, and gender injustice, and it's a proven resource that facilitates the growth of our overall economy. Childcare has always been thought of as a private matter for families instead of a rightly recognized public good. The truth is that childcare plays an essential role for families, businesses, and for the development of our future workforce. And the lack of public investment has created three interconnected problems: high costs for parents, high costs for providers, low wages for workers. Even before COVID-19, providers operated on the thinnest of margins. Then the pandemic hit, shaking this fragile system to the point of collapse. 40% of providers closed, and the effects on parents, especially women in the workforce, are devastating. Over 2 million women pushed out of work, including 1 million moms. We cannot let this system fall through the cracks and abandon women and kids in the process. That's why I'm so proud that the American Rescue Plan included a transformative $40 billion for the childcare industry, resources that I have been fighting for since May of last year. Now we must take proactive steps to ensure the underinvestment that got us here is not repeated. This week, I'm introducing the Child Care's Infrastructure Act, my bill to fortify this vital sector of our economy with critical funding to support providers and, in turn, parents and kids. The Child Care's Infrastructure Act will provide $10 billion to child care providers to help renovate facilities, which is especially important in the wake of COVID-19. It will assess immediate and overall infrastructure improvements needed to help keep students and staff safe. It will create a new loan repayment program to support early childhood educators and increase support for campus-based childcare options for student parents. This bill will stabilize the childcare providers, improve the safety of our childcare centers, and support the financial well-being of our essential early education workforce. With this legislation, we are acknowledging a fundamental truth. Childcare is infrastructure. Just like roads, bridges, and public transportation, childcare is part of the bedrock of our economy. Employers are dependent on childcare for the stability and productivity of their employees. And during this pandemic, we have learned this the hard way. It is also about valuing the essential providers and educators who support our families and our economy. 96% of childcare professionals are women, 40% of which are women of color. These women shape the minds of the future and set our children down a path toward lifelong success, but are often paid minimum wage salaries. By investing in their education, we're supporting their success as professionals and enhancing the quality of care for our kids. Our kids are our future, and it's been proven time and again that access to high-quality early education is the crucial start every child needs and deserves for their long-term success in life. You all are critical partners in this work, and I want to thank Dr. Curenton, Dr. Shard, and the Conference Planning Committee, and every one of the early educators, researchers, and advocates for being here today, and for your commitment to ensuring that all of our youngest learners have a fair shot at a bright future. Thank you, and be well.